And we're live.
Oh no!
So, this is
I got
our
this.
assorted bunch of, well, I guess you could call them heroes. They have come from far and wide to this cave. Each of them has been found, well, most of them have been found by Impa, who has been looking for someone to come and save Hyrule from the Dark Lord Ganon. Totally Impa.
Dark Lord Magog, one of the hideous Lord of the Rings spider monsters.
Look, that would be an entirely different campaign, okay? Give us a couple seconds to let each character introduce themselves. Just a brief, single paragraph introduction.
Hello, I'm the Chefy.
So we have Brother Gorm, who is Goron Barbarian / Chef.
Hello, just a Chefy.
Just a chef. We have a not so great fairy.
Yeah, currently impaled on a sword. Be seeing lots of that over the session if my rolls stay true to form.
Not so great fairy was born to one of the great fairies to a mortal father.
Mm-hmm.
The identity of which will be revealed as a great secret. I'm sure will cause much shock and music stings later in the campaign.
Dun dun dun.
Semi-dramatic moment.
Our other Goron is Brother Garrosh.
Yes. Who's the cleric?
Cleric of which of the three deities?
Thorore.
Fiore? So that's the one of
Courage.
Courage. Okay. And just to get some more gameplay background, what is your domain?
Life.
Life.
Life domain.
So you're a big healer.
Big healer, exactly.
Big man, big heals.
Healer. Big healer, much touch.
Oh dear.
No.
Using our link icon is Arnos.
Aranyos.
Aranos.
Aranyos.
I'm gonna butcher this throughout the entire.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It's
Aranos.
Aranos.
it's Spanish for spiders.
Put the spider in the potty.
And
Please no putting the spiders in the pot.
I believe your background was you were a member of the Skulltula family that was cursed in Ocarina of Time. You were kidnapped. Your family was too cheap to pay the kidnappers, so the kidnappers just threw you out, and you were raised by Zora until Princess Rudo was overthrown.
That's correct.
All right.
Spent a lot of time with the Skulltulas, which is where I got my name, Aranyos.
All
God,
right.
your parents couldn't even be bothered to name you. That was awful.
They were cursed with a spider curse, by the way, so they kind of had a thing going.
Yeah. They couldn't really raise themselves either, so.
Bad parenting.
Sad story.
And last we have Cade, the only person that's not a native member of Hyrule and not one of the people found by Impa.
Wait, that's me.
Rock
Yes.
and
The town master for Kokiri Village had fled after Ganon took over, and lost his title in a gambling match to Cade, who figured he'd finally found his ticket to the sweet life of nobility. Were you already a noble from wherever you were?
More in name than anything else. Don't actually have any lands or pretty much anything except for the gear that I'm carrying.
So some third
But,
son
yeah.
of some minor noble sort of thing.
Yes. More of a technicality, really.
Okay. And you arrived to try and find your new village, only to find it had been burned to the ground.
Yeah, that's really sad.
The only inhabitant was this crazy old man living in a basement of a burned-out house, who, as upon your arrival, thrust a wooden sword in your hand. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Oh.
He then proceeded to walking up to the next person that happened to wander by and thrusting a wooden stick into their hands. It is dangerous to go alone. Take this, and continue to wander through the village.
Put the sword in the potty.
Well, thank you, sir. Not sure what I can do with this. I mean, maybe use it for setting up a trap or firewood, I suppose.
So you have each been gifted a, quote, magic sword, unquote, by the old man who is fumbling to the corner after having watched his village be horribly slaughtered.
That's not awkward at all.
No. It's dangerous. It's dangerous to go alone. Perhaps because he had left alone, leaving his family behind.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
So the five of you and Impa have gathered in this basement, and she is sort of explaining their predicament. Approximately, let's say, 17 years ago, a great hero was supposed to save the realm. He messed it up, and Link got whacked.
Oh,
oh,
Link got
Uh-oh.
whacked.
oh man, that's rough.
So Ganon has taken over, and Princess Zelda has gone into hiding, and the Triforce of Wisdom has been divided into 8 pieces. And
Wait,
The Octaforce of Wisdom.
yes, the Octoforce
It
of
should be
Wisdom.
9.
Is it 9?
It should be 9 because then you have
Yeah.
3 threes.
yeah.
I don't understand.
If you divide it into 8, you're dividing 2 of the pieces into 3 and 1 of the pieces in half.
Yeah.
If I remember right, it was...
Uh,
It is... I thought it was 8 dungeons plus Ganon, but I might be mistaken. Alright, let's go with 9 pieces. We'll add an extra dungeon if I need to.
Sweet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
18
7, 8.
dungeons.
Yep, it is 8 dungeons plus Ganon, so it's 8 pieces.
It needs to be 9.
Hmm.
You start with one?
Yeah.
Maybe one piece is hiding in my loincloth the whole time.
Well, nobody's ever going to find that.
Would anyone-
That's a really secure
anyone
place.
This guy
care?
already did.
So she sought out those with courage in their hearts and found you guys, which, well, I suppose it's something.
Take what you can get.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm expected to hang out with these guys and look after them.
Look, that's your opinion. Well, I was hoping you guys could find the Triforce and restore our realm, if it's not too much bother to you. I mean,
Hey, I see you've got a stick. I've got a stick too. Want to play a game of cards?
I don't do well with strangers.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Would anybody like a sandwich?
So, do
Sure.
you only make
I'll
rock
sandwich.
sandwiches?
It's a sandstone on the outside and wooden sword on the inside.
Totally made of rocks. I'd like a rock sandwich, actually. Sounds delicious.
Here you go. Now I tidy up.
Okay, so I have a wooden sword, and I've been told to save the world.
Yep.
We just ate our wooden sword. in between some.
Impa is face palming at the group she's managed to acquire at this point.
Hey, I cooked that. I made a hell of a sandwich.
I'm using mine for kindling.
Go, noble adventurers!
Where should we go?
Where do we
Oh,
know
I
the
look
right.
around.
Well-
I look around the group and say,
I'm
"No."
not entirely sure where she hid all the pieces, but I can give you the direction. At least where I think one of them's likely to be.
I'm guessing we have to go south.
Is there like a Triforce radar
Triforce radar?
like they use in Dragon Ball?
Going south might be a bit difficult, as this is the position you find yourselves in when you leave the basement.
It's dark in here. We are likely to be eaten by a group.
It's dark in here. In fact,
I only
can
see
it.
darkness.
Ugh.
There it is.
You should
Oh,
be
wow.
at South Central.
I,
If I remember right, there is a way to drag you guys to my location, but I
What
can't
part
remember
of
what it is.
Hyrule are you from? South Central?
Oh,
Just alt scroll back until you're all the way out.
Oh,
and you
wow.
can see the little blip.
Yeah, so what you guys can see is the scale of the world map compared to where you are.
God damn.
That's tiny. I don't know what you're talking about.
She recommends that it's likely
crap.
one of the pieces of the Triforce was hidden in the old Deku Tree Shrine. When the Deku Tree died, they made a shrine out of its underneath it.
Which way is it?
It'll be north of here on the edge of just on a tiny island inside Lake Hylia.
Is there any chance of restoring the Deco Tree?
It's unlikely. It's been dead for about 17 years now.
Well, where there's a seed, there's a plant. There's a tree to be had. Maybe we have to find a seed.
That's a possibility.
Hey, where can I find some of my old fairy cousins?
Oh. Some of the fairies? Well, there's one in the Lost Woods. There was one near the castle to the east, north and east. And I think there was one on Death Mountain, but I can't remember.
Death Mountain sounds inviting. We should go there.
Yeah, no, there's a freaking fog wall before Death Mountain right now.
They have many tasty rocks.
Let's go
I would
investigate the old
like some
Deku tree.
gravel.
What was that?
I would like a nice hot cup of gravel. I'm reminiscing about Death Mountain grub.
Nice hot
Alright.
cup of gravel.
So, move up just to the edge of the boundary to the north if that's where you're heading.
All right.
Not so great fairy in the lead, obviously.
Tagging along.
Obviously, put the sorcerer in the front.
Ooh.
You see some bokoblins basically looting through the remnants of the town, looking to see if there's found anything of valuable. One holds up what looks like a woman's dress, then blows his nose on it.
Glory!
Alright.
Stop!
Alright.
Shift time?
Initiative time.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it.
This is where I'm not a Viking.
Oh my God, the initiative.
Oh.
Yes!
Wow, we're bad at this.
Figures the one that went charging in got a really high roll.
Alright, let me see if I've once again done the tracker right. Or wrong, as the case may be.
Oh.
I don't see
Oh
Cade
my
on it.
God, Becky.
I see two not so great fairies.
I
And
don't.
two brother Goshes.
Yep.
I see one of each of us.
Yeah.
I don't see Cade. Cade is not up there.
That's weird, because
I see
I see
him.
me.
Yeah, he's
I
right
see
next
I
to the
rolled a
Patagonia.
17.
No, but he's not
I
on the
see
turn
you.
on
You
roll.
know the
But you're
17
not
on
on
the
the
turn
turn
roll.
Oh.
I see his roll. Oh, that's because you just rolled a 1d20.
Yeah, you don't have it set up for the
You don't have it set
app
up for
tracker.
initiative.
Damn!
If you look on the first sheet of your character page, there's an initiative button. You can press it.
Oh no!
You gotta highlight your character first, though.
That's terrible.
Why
You
are
should
my
also
freaking
just
guys not going onto the tracker?
You should also change that 2 to a 17.
Hells yeah.
Oh, I need to black out the tracker. That's why. Yeah, I swear I've done this before.
No!
I would like to, as my bonus action, spin sideways.
Assuming I didn't mess it up, that's what you're going to want
Combined.
to. Assuming I did not mess it
There
up,
we go.
I just Skyped you the macro for setting
So,
up
the
initiative.
people that I have two of, for
nice.
whatever reason, I'm just going to remove the lower initiative of them. So,
I only see one of everybody.
yes, that is...
Can you get Cade? So Cade's
Now I don't
Initiative.
see any of us.
Yeah, what did
You're
everybody?
removing us.
You
I
removed
s-
everybody.
I see Brother Gorm
Alright.
and Cade.
And a bokoblin.
I certainly wouldn't mind
Well, then
re-rolling
I-
that terrible initiative.
Fine, I'm just going to... Yeah. Alright. Try initiative one more time.
Oh my
As
God!
if nothing happened.
I rolled even worse, but I
God.
didn't go up on there.
Because for whatever
I
reason,
had a 19.
the video will back me up that there were
This.
2 copies of people.
You took my 19 from me, you jerk.
I went from I went from rolling a natural 1 to rolling a natural 20 on my initiative. What is my life?
I went from rolling a 5 to rolling a 2. But it didn't go up there, so I'll just do it again, right? Yes, to a 3! This is how it's
Not
gonna
so
be.
great
Huh?
fairy wants to be first.
You took me from a 19 to an 8, Dan. I have to disapprove.
I feel ya.
Oh.
17 to a 4.
I went from a 3 to a 5, so I think really everything's looking like it's coming up, Brother Garrosh.
Mm.
All right. Set this to descending order.
Yes.
Aranos, you are first.
Alright, I'm gonna move.
The bokoblin that was blowing his nose on the woman's dress suddenly looks up and sees a very angry knight coming down on him. Uh-oh!
I'm gonna shoot my longbow at this Bokobin.
All right.
Yeah, shoot the longbow at the close one.
It is the next one in the initiative order.
I roll a natural 20, doing 21 damage.
21 damage?
Yeah, I use sharpshooter.
Well, that guy tries to hide behind the woman's dress. He holds it up in front of him like he's going to use it as a shield, and just shunk goes right through the dress into his eyeball.
And that's my turn.
All right.
Where'd he go?
A Octorok that has apparently they're using them sort of like guard dogs or something. Then comes over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and decides it's going to engage in a duel of range with the longbowman.
Ooh, 9 damage.
Yep.
That hurts.
It goes and shoots a rock the size of your head at you.
Ah!
That's a
It
big
hits.
rock.
Alright. Bokoblin number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't think he can actually reach you from where he is. Maybe real quick look the range of this. I believe it is only 40 feet.
Well, you can go the high range for
Yeah.
disadvantage.
That's what I'm checking, is if he can reach it with the long range. Do 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 do. Weapons. 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 It is 60. So yes, he can reach at long range.
With disadvantage.
With a disadvantage, so that's
attack?
only a 10.
Versus.
Your AC.
Okay, misses.
Alright. Not so great fairy, you're up.
Yay!
Immediately behind the two Gorons.
Goron Meatwall. Someone's checking some ranges.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop sleep over yonder. Should hit both of the Bokoblin and the Octorok.
Alright.
So, 5d8. Poop.
Where exactly did you place it again? It was here?
Yeah, there. So
Alright.
it'll hit the 4 square, 4x4.
The one that had just thrown his knife, so it just pitches forward into into the ground and just curls up.
Nap time.
Alright. This one's gonna go after Cade,
Yay!
wielding a sword above its head, screaming loudly, "Ay, ay, 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 ay!" It gets a 17
Oh no, it hits me!
for 4 damage.
Oh no!
So what you
That's
could do if you're
terrible.
new to the system is just click on your token, click on the yellow bubble, and type -4,
Aha. Clever.
and that will subtract 4 from your 22.
Alright. Well, I've got damage reduction of 3.
So that's only a -1.
Oh yeah.
That
Click on my
defeat is so
token.
good at low levels.
Click on the bubble.
Mhm.
You
Minus.
either manually enter the whole thing, or if you type plus and minus, it'll just go off of the total.
Hmm.
So you could manually enter 21, or you could just type -1, and it will get you the same result.
Cool.
All right. 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy can't even reach from where he is, so he's just going to move for the entire next turn.
He can dash.
Yay.
Yeah.
He can dash if he want to.
He can
He'll
leave
leave his friends behind.
Brother Gorm.
This is no way to be behaving. And then I swing at him with my frying pan.
Is frying pan actually your weapon?
Yep. I'm holding a frying pan in one hand. I have a giant spoon across my back. There is a mining pick on my accoutrement. I'm wearing an iron pot on my head.
When he said Class Chef, he wasn't kidding. Woo!
Another crit.
Oh.
$11.
11? 12?
12.
Fwong. Down he goes. Cade.
Ooh. Well. Let's see. Let's move over to the left. Short distance. Let's take a pot shot at the guy who's right next to me.
All right.
Hooray! 23 to hit and 12 damage.
Jeez.
All right.
20s blocks.
You get to roll damage again for your.
Yes,
just
you
for
get
your
to roll
damage
the-
die.
Yeah, you get to re-roll the
1d8.
damage dice for additional damage.
Yeah, he gets 2d6 again.
Okay. Hey, no complaints.
Because you rolled a crit.
Plus 9.
And that finishes it with the critical damage.
Yay!
Brother Garrosh.
I am going to step up here
Not too shabby.
and cast a Sacred Flame on that bokoblin.
I think that Bokoblin has cover, but if this is the thing that uses DC, that doesn't matter.
It, I believe, target gains no benefit from cover for this saving throw,
Okay.
is what it says in the text of the spell.
Sacred Flame open.
Okay, so that cover does not matter. Well done.
And then I believe this is the damage roll for it. Did I press that? Yeah, there it is.
All right.
And then I think there's an effect. Oh no, the effect is target gains no benefit from cover for this saving throw. Oh, he has to make a saving throw, doesn't he? He has to make a saving throw, otherwise I wouldn't say it in there. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
You don't actually make a damage roll for that.
You don't make a damage roll.
Okay.
You don't make an attack.
No, you don't make an
Or an
attack.
attack roll, yeah. You roll a 1d8 for their damage, and
Yeah.
then if he fails his dex, he takes it.
And what is the difficulty?
It
13?
is. Should be 13.
Well, he fails it.
Yay.
Oh, that's not. I want it to be -8, so it's. Bam. You can just kind of see the green bar merging in with the green grass. At this point, Impa comes over, peeks around, and then ducks back around the corner again. He's like, "Oh dearie me! Oh,
Oh,
Oh!
size. She grew in size.
she grew 2 sizes that day." Arnos.
I just figured those were some really weird looking rocks. Are they supposed to be trees or snails?
Houses.
Those are grass-covered rocks. I don't know why they look like snails. You should ask the Nintendo developers.
I'm gonna shoot at the northmost book goblin. Regular long.
You will have
Regular
cover, but you have sharpshooter, so you ignore the cover.
15 versus AC.
15 is sufficient.
9 piercing damage then.
Down he goes. The remaining bokoblin sleeps soundly.
What do you say we talk to him about?
Well, we can determine whether or not it's a killing blow when we make the attack.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, half health. Wait, no, it's elves that have 7. Okay. Whoosh. Do I miss the sleeping target? I do, don't I?
Yes, you do. Just goes sailing right over his head. Because you have disadvantage because he's sleeping.
That seems wrong somehow.
Because he's using a ranged attack against a prone target. A melee attack would have,
I doubt the 10 would have hit either.
no.
I set the snail on fire. It burns beautifully.
Whoosh. Alright, Brother Gorm. All that stands before you, or rather lies before you.
Maybe this is why the fairies kicked me out. Oh, I forgot to make my wild magic roll for sleep earlier. Let's do it
yeah.
now.
Yeah, wild magic roll before I move.
2.
I believe it's only on a 1 that you wild magic, or is it on a 20?
It's on a 1.
Okay.
Or, well, the way you're doing it,
Yes,
a
it's
1
1.
Yeah, for this roll.
for this roll.
Yes. Alright, Gorm, go ahead.
I chill here.
You chill here? Alright,
It looks like
Cade.
you're.
Well, actually, I'll move up, but I'll move to there so I can see around the corner. But
Alright.
I can't reach him anyway. And then I will dodge.
So that you're technically doing something with your action.
Yup.
Spend your action dancing.
What is each one of these squares? Is that 5 feet or 10 feet?
5 feet.
And by dodge, I mean I'm holding my frying pan up to block things out of the air with it.
Oh yeah.
Swatting
Cade,
at
it is
nothing.
now your turn.
All right. Let's just
Can't stop here.
bounce over here to the
This is
left.
country.
Are we supposed to be taking prisoners?
That's up to you, I guess.
You, once you kill him, you get to decide whether you kill him or
Oh,
leave him.
You can choose to non
Okay.
take him out.
You do have to remove all of his health bar, though.
we'll take a good shot at it then.
And it's automatically a critical because he's asleep.
Wow, sad panda. And because of the class ability, the 1 on that damage dice is getting re-rolled. So it'll actually be plus 3d6 for critical. Just kind of gross. So let me just roll
you
that
have
up.
to subtract the 1.
Yeah, subtract the 1 first. So 3d6 plus 1, minus 1.
Yes, that is correct. Minus 1.
And then you have 2 and a 1 to reroll again.
This is all overkill. The original attack would have done it.
I didn't know that.
You can type it out as, hold on, whatever it is.
Sheffy. Okay, so while Sheffy is typing, let's assume that I conk him over the head with the flat of the blade, and then when he wakes up, we can ask him some questions.
All
Why
right.
won't it show the less than 2? If you type it like,
Type
You put it in the
Skype.
Skype window.
You can type into Skype.
oh, Skype works.
Yeah. In the meantime, let's just knock him out so that everyone can ask him questions later.
All
Me
right.
being the foreigner, I wouldn't have any idea what to ask him.
I'm gonna slap my manacles on him.
You don't have manacles?
I bought them because why not?
Fairy of kink for the win.
There, that's, put that inside your,
Hmm.
You're giving him the macro for rerolling ones?
that should reroll 1s and, your 1s and 2s, correct?
Ah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So after the fighting's over, Impa comes around and sort of looks at the
Inside
carnage
the
you guys have
bracket,
brought. Like, well, Maybe I picked all right after all.
I woun't say that. You didn't see me shooting at him earlier.
My head kind of hurts.
Yeah. He got hit, and that was not nice.
All right. So now we can cover some of the healing options. You can either spend a short rest and spend some of your hit dice to recover, or the healer could spend some of his spell slots to heal you.
Well, are we?
Well, we could stabilize with a healing check, right?
Well, you don't need to stabilize the goblin. I'm just talking about the archer that got clonked upside the head.
By the Dr. Rock.
There's no rush. Again, it's been rolling 17 years. I think he can wait another hour.
So you're just going to spend an hour while the archer rests and you interrogate the bokoblin?
An hour?
Yeah.
Yes, a short rest is an hour.
Oh, okay.
So you can spend some of your hit dice if you're interested, Arnos.
Okay.
While other people are interrogating the goblin, I will cook us up some grub.
Does everything you make have rocks in it?
Not necessarily.
There, I am 1 hit point away from
What if they're
healthy.
little tiny chewable rocks?
Some of them might have pebbles. Some of them might have boulders.
Well,
I
salt
use,
could
I do
technically
use
be.
salt in everything. So,
Yeah, there
or
you go.
nearly everything. Salt is fairly ubiquitous.
Yeah, sand is not a rock.
Sandy's a rock. Sandy's lots of rocks.
Tiny rocks.
You each receive 50 experience points for dealing with the bokoblin raiders.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
What should we be
perception.
at then?
350.
As I mentioned before, Arnos has set his blue bar to be the party experience bar. When it fills up, that's a level up.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
Because I have no class.
Have I set that to be visible by everybody? I have not.
I try to loot the bodies.
Now it is.
Oh, this isn't going to be very delicious.
You made a macro to check how delicious everything you cook is.
I actually I am proficient in cook's tools.
That's amazing.
It doesn't reflect in your rolls, but you are proficient.
Yes, it does. I added 2. I added 3. That's a
So you almost doubled your effect.
4.
Well,
It's edible.
it's edible. Yeah.
Ah, so this is what the cuisine of your land tastes like.
No, the cuisine of my land is much harder. This is lutefisk.
Did you throw in a quart of lutefisk so we can have good feelings?
I actually, my family eats lutefisk. It's a thing we do.
That would be a mistake, eh?
Isn't that the rotten gasoline like fish?
It's not rotten. It's preserved in lye.
It's preserved gasoline fish. Thanks very
It
much.
smells like gasoline.
Alright, so the bokoblin wakes up and tries to sneak away, but he's manacled, so it doesn't really go so well.
I'm gonna cast friends on him.
Oh.
Hey, buddy. Hey, how's it going?
That means you have advantage on all of your charisma
Yup.
checks.
Yeah.
Alright.
How's it going?
I'm gonna keep
buddy?
watch.
Alright. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, what were you looking for?
Loot.
Yeah, looking. I see a dress over there. Is women's clothing described as loot for you?
He shrugs. Sometimes bokoblin want to feel pretty.
You are pretty, Goblin. You are.
Oh. He sort of blushes, which turns him sort of a weird purple color since he's blue.
So where'd you come from?
Where did you go?
Yeah.
I knew that was coming.
Well, they have this big old army camp across the river to the west. They're planning on spreading out, though, soon. So for the time being, some of us were just thinking, we're right over there. Let's come over and loot the town. People fled so fast they left a lot of good shit behind.
Yeah, but most of it burned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we forgot the order of operations.
Yeah. Yeah, details.
First the looting, then the burning.
Never been so good at details. So is that the direction the Deku tree is?
No, the Deco tree is not that way.
Ah.
No, he points to the west. We're across the river that way. I've lost my connection, so I'm actually going to need to refresh the
Yes,
page.
I also lost my connection.
You lost your connections?
Oh no!
Oh no! You
It
people are
must have
lucky.
been
Me too.
must have been whatever the cook made.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so here's probably why. It's trying to load up Wang for me. It's
Oh.
trying to load up the other campaign.
So many people just dropped.
Yeah, I'll be back in a second. So let's continue our conversation. He's like, no, we're across the bridge. That's where the army is.
How many are there?
He's counting on his fingers. 1, 2, 3.
I hold up the fingers
he's
of both
using
hands.
his-
More than this?
Yeah, many more.
More than double this? Hey, you hold up your hands too. More than that?
More than I can count. But we're not supposed to stay camped there long. We're supposed to spread out and look for the hero of courage.
Hey, you won't find him here.
Oh, I'm courageous.
So courageous.
But you're a chef, not a hero.
Yes.
And I can see your class title
I
hanging
am
above your
chef
head.
of courage.
Chef.
Yep, so wasn't looking for you.
No.
Oh, good. If I found the hero of courage, I'd have to report it. But since you guys aren't that, it's no problem then.
Uh-huh.
Besides, we're a band of heroes.
No,
And one chef.
I'm not a
One
hero.
chef.
I'm not a hero, I'm a fairy. Great fairy.
A not so great fairy.
Hey,
One chef and one
hey. Hey. That's hurtful. That's cold. And not true. I'm great.
So great.
So great.
Besides the point,
I don't
these are
know.
not the heroes you were looking for.
Yeah, that's the important thing to take away from all of this.
Yeah,
Is we're
yeah,
not
totally
heroes.
not.
Totally
Totally
not. And heroes wouldn't have just murdered your friends like that.
No.
No.
Oh,
Right.
they weren't really my friends. They were just my looting buddies. You know how you got some guys, you get drinking, you go looting, but they're not
Work
really
friends.
your friends, you know?
Yeah.
More of a
they're-
casual looting
Yeah,
relationship.
they're
Yeah.
just work friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd never hang out with them outside.
Co-workers.
Yep. So, where's Ganon based? That big ol' fog-covered mountain?
Somewhere up there, the exact location is secret, held only to his most important officers
I'll be right back.
and biggest, meanest monsters.
Uh, anyone else have any questions for him?
Nope.
Huh.
What's your favorite food?
Babies!
Ah,
They're delicious.
So, have you found any good loot
I
recently?
disapprove.
Ah, that's a good question. Give me a roll for that one, because he's disinclined to share his loot. And if you're not one of his looting buddies.
you know you want to give us your loot.
Hmm.
Want to give us?
What role? Did you just want to straight something or
21.
persuasion?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to be able to carry it back myself anyway.
Yeah, look at it this way. Next time you go looting, you don't have to share it with all those guys.
I hope it's not babies.
It's just a box full of dead babies.
Oh, no!
Oh.
Worst loot ever.
Guess you could be a fairy godmother now.
Are any of them magical?
No,
I'm
no,
back.
Well,
it's
if I
not
learned
full of dead
anything-
babies.
if
He,
I
he
learned
brings
anything
out a, looks like a small trunk that he was hidden behind a pile of rubble, and opens it up. It's full of miscellaneous knickknacks for the most part, but you do manage to find some coins in there.
We're rich like Nazis.
You find, let's say 300 copper rupees and
Green rupees?
I'm going with the
Oh, copper.
just because I know I'm going to slip into using the closer to the D&D standard currencies, so I'm sticking with it.
Spooky.
500 copper rupees and 50 silver rupees. And do we have a player that wants to be party banker this time?
Do we have access to the... Can you make a handout for us to edit? Or something?
Sure, I can do that.
I've written down what we got to just now: 500 copper rupees, 50 silver rupees, and miscellaneous knickknacks.
Okay then.
I think
I've
the
also created
miscellaneous
a-
knickknacks definitely need to go to the cook, so he can do.
It's a
something
blank
with
one,
them.
but there's a handout for party loot.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yes.
knickknackery,
Knackery.
Mm-hmm.
knackery knock.
All right. So, if you're done with him, he's going to run off again to the west.
Hey, no. Hey, don't
No,
go,
no.
buddy. Don't go, buddy.
You
Okay.
can't take those manacles; those don't belong to you.
Yeah, those
Thief.
radicals are very valuable.
Oh,
Also,
okay.
don't take kindly to baby eaters around this part. I'm gonna sink my dagger into his chest.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
Sorry, buddy. You'll be alright.
That seems appropriate.
I'm ready in action.
Thanks for the help. Take care of
Buddy,
yourself, buddy.
that is stone cold. But at the same time, somewhat appropriate, because, quite frankly, he does eat babies.
You're not a very nice fairy.
I'm the best fairy. The great fairy. The greatest fairy, actually.
A little malevolent, but I mean,
Oh, that's not
Were
malevolent.
any of the buildings in this former village stone or had stone foundations?
Yeah, they at least had stone foundations for the most part.
I'm gonna look for some nice wood smoked.
Wood smoke
Silicon.
stone.
Give me just a straight D20 roll. Or
Mason's tools.
Mason's tools. Well, unfortunately, the quality of the wood that was used to smoke it was not particularly high.
Oh.
Well, this is unappetizing. Shall we continue on?
Yep.
All right.
So, we learned that the Deku tree is not to the west, right?
Hey, what's this cave, though?
Hey, Impa.
All right.
No fairy, don't go into the
Yes.
cave without us.
It's a good idea to always go first.
All right.
Yep. I'm gonna spend my 2 sorcery points to recover my level 1 spell, by the way.
All right. 14. Does that hit your AC?
Whose?
You.
Yeah, the guy going in first.
That's not me.
No, it does
was-
not.
A guy who's holding a stick tries to club you over the head. Ah! Oh,
Club him
sorry
right
about
back.
that. I thought you were one of those nasty bokoblins.
Oh no, they're dead. Very
They're dead?
I'm very
Huzzah!
obviously blue.
I was worried they were going to loot my shop.
They were gonna loot your shop. You should probably reward us.
He spits a wad of chewing tobacco on the ground and grabs another bit. Well, I think I can do that.
Yeah.
I'll give you a free sample of one of my prized bombs.
Ooh,
Oh,
That
yes.
sounds like
I
it's
have
the
mini
bomb.
bombs.
all the bombs.
He brings out a blue orb with a fuse in it. One of my finest. Have a sample.
Awesome.
Watch out for it.
I think I better not touch it, as my ranged attack would destroy my legs.
Thrown objects use strength for range attack.
Oh my god!
I put it with my other 3 bombs.
You have 3 bombs. You don't need a blue bomb. Obviously, this bomb was color coded for me.
He's the most blue.
If he were green, he would die.
hey.
Hey now.
I'm blue.
Hey,
Not
color
definitely
us.
dead.
Bombs can basically be thrown anywhere within 20 feet. You pick a corner rather than a square, and it hits every square adjacent to that corner.
Oh, cool.
They have to make a Dex DC, or take 3d6 fire damage.
Oh,
It can also be used in dungeons to explode weak walls.
Now,
I thought
when
you were
they
going to say
have
as a
to
lighting
take-
source.
Well, if you actually read the rules, it acts as a flare for 1 round after it's ignited.
Oh, by the way,
1 round only.
I'm using prestidigitation to keep the fairy music and sparkles going all the time around me.
So there's literally fairy music and sparkles coming off of the greatest fairy.
Yo.
Wait.
Wait, I just
someone
noticed something
changed
here.
Wait a minute.
Something's different, but I can't quite put my finger on it.
Where did she come from?
What's
What
up?
happened to the not so great fairy?
I don't know what you're talking about. I was always the greatest of fairies.
In disguise,
So
obviously.
when
The other fairies sent me away because they were jealous of my power and expertise.
the mechanics of throwing the bomb, when they have to make a dex save against it, is it the DC of the person who throws it?
It is a static DC 13.
It
Okay.
actually doesn't matter how well or poorly you throw it. I think you probably have to hit a 10 to hit the square you're aiming at, but
Sure, let's
All
say
right.
that. Otherwise, I'll roll a D. Let's see, it's cardinal direction, so I'll roll a D4, and it will go in one of those directions off by 1 if your failure save, a failure throw
If you
check,
don't get
basically.
of course at a door we can just set it down.
Yes.
Yeah. So where are we going?
Hey, Eva.
I vote
Yes?
we go east.
Brother
we
Gordon
curl-
once again.
Hmm?
Which way was the Deco tree?
It's an island just inside of the Lake Hylia to the north.
Ooh.
If you go to the west to the river, you can then follow that north to it. Just follow the coast.
Okay.
Thank you. Brother Gordon, dance again.
Alright, so you guys are heading to the west?
Yes.
Looks that way.
Oh, there's stuff.
There's a river.
Okay, try to keep up.
Can we see a war camp across the river?
If you make an effort to look across the river,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
they aren't paying it. They aren't actually coming across to you or anything right now, but you can see a army assembled across the river.
Oh my.
This seems like an excellent opportunity for bravery.
Do they have ranged?
Mention?
Do they appear to have ranged weapons?
Those look dangerous.
They have spears which can be thrown.
Do they have one spear each or more than one?
The Moblins, they all have 3 spears. No, the Moblins have 3 spears. The war-painted ones have 2 spears and a pike.
pike.
Ooh.
Oh, look, 202. Guess what?
Ah! Freaking election season.
So. Oh, they're hidden.
Unless you guys are making a specific effort to cross, I'm just saying as you sort of shade your eyes and look across the river, that's what you were able to see.
Does anyone want to cross this narrow bridge
Of course I do.
into a totally safe place?
I say we should come back and fight them later.
I would also say that. They look numerous and scary.
Yeah, or we could just wait for them to spread out like the Goblin said they were gonna, and then pick them off one by one from the
And
shadows.
that is just what you see immediately across the way.
I think
That seems like an opportunity for cowardice.
Deco tree to be going.
All right,
We have more important things to deal with now.
Yeah.
do we?
We need to recover the thingies with the stuff.
I mean, the village has already been completely looted. What are they gonna do?
Yeah.
The stone pieces of the Triforce and not eat them.
Hmm.
I agree with the plan of picking them off one by one.
Oop.
Well,
All right.
why don't we array ourselves around this side of the bridge and try to get them to come over?
Give me a wisdom check.
Oh,
I'm just
Oh.
going up.
You're just going up? Alright.
They can do, okay, wisdom check.
This is sort of a common sense moment of... That's
Yes,
a lot
there's
of
an
moblins.
army that is more than he can count.
Wiz saving throw. Here we go.
Who do you want a with saving throw from?
Not a
Only
save,
the
just a
pers-
check.
Only the person that's advocating going across the river. So
I
if
know
you're
of
coming,
no such person.
so that's the next bit you see along.
Yeah, let's go be heroic over there.
That looks like a bunch of cacti.
We're
No,
not
those are
heroes.
clearly apple trees.
I fear no cacti.
Clearly.
All right.
There are woods to the east, and the lake itself proceeds along to the north and the northeast.
I attack the cacti,
Hey,
Oh, okay.
making them a cacti.
if it weren't meta knowledge,
Make
I
a
would
perception
just-
check.
Perception check. That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of us are just Cade.
Just Cade, since he's the one who's attacking the cacti at the moment.
That doesn't seem like it's a good idea.
If it weren't meta knowledge, I'd just start throwing fireballs at each of them.
All right. Let me just check my perception skill.
Guessing it's pretty good. Wait, wait, what's the opposite?
The opposite
There should
is-
also be just a roll button next to it, if I'm not mistaken.
There
Yeah,
should
on
be.
Yeah.
the skills tab.
All right.
You don't find
Oh.
shit.
Oh, good.
Oh,
You whack some of the leaves off the trees, and it doesn't appear to be anything hiding amongst them.
Yeah.
Well.
Too bad.
Yeah.
What did the trees do to you? Why are you hitting the trees?
Well, if this were a video game, there'd probably be a secret room hidden behind one of them. But it's not, so we should keep moving.
Well, that would be a passive perception check.
Yeah.
Damn.
Maybe you all
Passive
make
perception.
perception checks to find out what I'm attacking.
No, it's just
It's
a
passive now.
passive.
Since we don't know, we're not searching for it.
15. Passive percept.
Alright, Will. With a 15, somewhere right up along, if I can get my pings to start working. Oh, it's because I have the wrong thing selected. Somewhere up along here, there looks to be something hidden among the trees.
Up along where?
Right here.
Guys,
right here.
The tree I'm standing on.
I'm pinging over
I don't
here.
see you anymore.
Oh!
Where are you?
You're not pinging.
Oh,
oh,
oh.
What?
We hadn't made it there yet.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh my god. Where'd everybody go?
So, we instruct Cade to smash that tree.
I will smash whatever tree you tell me to.
This one right
This
here.
one.
This one right here?
Alright.
Yes.
All right. Taking you at your word, I will punch this tree in the face with a sword.
Give me a second to consult me notes.
You show that cactus what for, eh?
I
Is
have
your
learned that
passive,
these are not, in fact, cacti.
Your passive.
Not, in fact,
You see, you find a sort of wheedly-looking man. Oh, excuse me. Do you want my shop? Apparently he's holed up a tiny little sign that looks like it was once taken off of a proper shop, but is now hanging from a bush. He's currently curled up inside a tiny little,
Do you get much business out here?
no, not much, no.
No.
enough to live on though?
No, not really.
What-
I've eaten all my rabbits. I used to have rabbits. Not anymore.
You trap.
Well, I had a food and sundries store. But not anymore.
Now it's just sundries.
Yes.
What we have here is a problem with the supply and the demand.
Yes, there is no supply much anymore. The moblins are eating anything they can get their hands on.
So what?
Babies.
Hey, there's
What's-
some bokoblin corpses back yonder you could eat.
Stringy, but edible.
Yeah.
So, what do
See?
you have for sale?
Heroic.
Yes. What does he have for sale or trade?
He has some basic armor supplies, and normally he'd have some basic food supplies, but he's currently eaten through them all.
Does he have a blue candle?
No, he does not.
You have to get that from the other guy before you come in here. I mean, what?
What? I mean, what?
This is the
Oh.
greatest fairy.
You what?
The greatest meta fairy.
I think you should give us some of that stuff for the food we're giving you.
The food we told you about.
Yeah, the food we told you about. And we could always go and
That would
remove it.
require a persuasion check, since he's not quite as grateful as the other guy.
Or
Oh.
intimidate.
He hasn't been immediately saved. Or intimidate.
If you want to go that route.
Well, it's the same bonus either way. I'll be nice for now. Oh, 10.
No. I'm afraid I can't. There's just... It's the market, you see. I can't afford to be giving away free things.
Can you afford to starve?
Actually, yes. That's one of the few things I can afford to do these days.
Hey, that's a 20 on the intimidation.
20 intimidation?
I should have just done that to start.
I'm giving you disadvantage because you'd already attempted one method of persuasion, but that's still a 15. It's like, oh,
You are not a very nice fairy.
What are you talking about? We're heroes. We need this stuff to save the world.
I suppose I
thought
could
you said
extend
you
you
were
a
not heroes.
small line of credit at the very least.
So we're not heroes, but we still need this stuff to save the world.
Question.
And anyways, we're saving his life.
So he's willing to extend you a line of credit if there's some basic supplies you end up wanting.
I don't think there are any that I need.
No, I don't think so either. But now the option is there, guys. Remember that.
Questionable decency, fairy.
I'll just draw sort of a little, It's supposed to be stairs, but screw it.
Oh, does he have any arrows?
It's-
Yes, he has arrows.
How much do they cost?
Standard price.
I'm not sure what that is.
Let me look in the book then, since I have it open. Arrows. Ammunition is 1 GP for 20. He'll probably extend you guys something like 50 GP worth of credit at the time being.
Wow. It's a lot of credit.
yeah.
Buy 1,000 arrows.
Does he have any bombs?
No, this man does not have any bombs.
Aw.
Does he have anything unique or exciting?
So, he
No,
has,
mostly just basic supplies.
I'll take...
All right. I
I'll
am
take-
going to need.
I'll take 40 arrows, but I'll give him 5 GP for it.
Ah,
Yeah, wasting
thank you, sir.
firework.
thank you, sir.
I hate to see people go hungry.
Hope you can eat gold.
I will need 1,000 ball bearings.
As a snack. Are you paying for him or just asking for
I'm
them?
paying for them.
All right. Yep, he definitely has them.
Also a block and tackle.
Yep, has that as well.
Some
Basically,
chalk.
most of the things you can pick off the adventuring gear list, he has. Let's see, Arnos. What is your...
If I happen to find any game out there, I can bring you back some.
That would be most appreciated, but the Bokoblin should at least supply me for a day or two.
I'll keep you
I
in my
just
thoughts.
tried to search for the adventuring gear list and did adventuring deer list because he said game as I was typing.
Alright. This looks like...
Caltrops.
Alright, Caltrops as well, sure.
I'm just grabbing random shit 'cause I can carry it.
Alright. So unless there's anything else, you continue along the river at this point. And we'll
Yeah.
find out what they find along the lake next time.
Wait. We were here, and there's this big area of black. We couldn't see anything into that.
It's just more trees.
More trees.
It's,
Okay.
the way I'm sort of working is screens, almost like the original Zelda, because of the way things are lined out, it doesn't
Gotcha.
provide me really clear lines of sight.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as there's nothing there, that's fine. Just one.
Like, I could reveal
What's
that
this? Something
a little bit
says
further that there's some trees here.
Shop, poor quality.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Poor quality shop.
Alright.
The
And we will
ferry-
find out what lies along the rest of the lake next time.